Lincoln, you a sight for sore eyes.
Laveau, been a while. Wasn't expecting to see you working with the Haitians.
It's either this or bow down to them fucking coon asses, and you know I ain't ever been one to bow down to anyone.
Ain't that the goddamn truth?
Cassandra phoned ahead. Say you going out to Perlas. Asshole named Merle Jackson runs it. Turned it into a brothel. Lets white fellas come in and do whatever they want to our young sisters.
How do I get to him?
You don't. Not yet, anyway. A lot of those Dixie fucks try to stay out of sight. There's someone put a bullet up their ass.
If I hit his operations, he'll have to come out and deal with me.
I got an idea how to get his attention. He got some girls locked up on the second floor of Perlas. Calls them his thoroughbreds. Has them strung out on all kind of shit. He makes a lot of money off them. Go in there quiet. Get them out of there.
I'll let you know when it's done.
Hey, I'm sorry to hear about Sammy and Ellis. They always did right by me.
Hey! Mr. Laveau told me you'd be coming. The girls are upstairs. Be careful. Merle's people are all over the place.
I will. Thanks.
Got him. Fire it.
If no one knows where he was here a minute ago.
Spread the word. Any woman needing help should go to the pierced heart.
Thank you.
Was that you, asshole? Follow me, you fucktards!
Lincoln, you a sight for sore eyes.
I freed those women. God damn if that place in the hellhole.
Pains you to see what those redneck fucks are doing, doesn't it?
Soon as I get my hands on Jackson, that all comes to an end.
Merle's got pimps scattered around the hollow. Is leaning on them to make up for what he's lost. Kill them, and he'll show up at the club.
All right.
When you dealt with them, come back. I'll be able to confirm that Merle's over at the club.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Merle's holed up over at Perlas. What I hear, he's pissed as all hell. Wish I could see that asshole's face right about now.
Just so we're on the same page. Once I'm in there, I'm killing any motherfucker who gets in my way.
Ain't no one shedding tears for those pricks. You do what you think's best.
I'll be seeing you, Laveau.
I can't listen to the hollow speaks. I keep worrying about what somebody's gonna find.
Hey, keep your guns close. Ready, go.
One more time, how a goddamn nigger just strolled on through here without a cap.
Huh?
Some bitch tagged me! Help me out here! Some bitch tagged me! Go into cover! Well, what you gonna do, nigger?
This. Dixie motherfuckers are out of Perlis. Have your men come lock it down.
Good. I'll send some men over to see to the place. Run those Dixie motherfuckers out of the church, and Richie'll have to respond.
In 1966, the FBI recruited me out of college. Chicago was my first assignment, but I was transferred down south in '68. I stayed there until '86, when I was promoted to assistant director of the Criminal Enterprise Branch. I stayed with the Bureau until my retirement in 1999. There are so many stories about Cassandra. As a girl, she was kidnapped, killed, and brought back to life by a voodoo priest. She watched swamp rats rape and murder her sister. She shot her own father and dumped his body in the swamps. It's impossible to know what's true.
Surprised to see you out here.
Decided to get some fresh air. That heroin the Dixie Mafia's been selling? It's run out of there by a man named Charlie Kincaid.
Meaning all the other dealers around here kick up to him.
Charlie stays away if he can help it, so you're gonna have to put the squeeze on him. I flagged a couple of his guys. You get them to talk, they'll tell you how to get to him. Now, from what I hear, Charlie's only in this for the money. He's not a true believer like those other Dixie Mafia assholes.
So maybe if I talk sweet to him, he'll decide to bail on Doucette and come work for me. Assuming I can draw him out.
I got something I can help you with that. That's what I wanted to show you. New Bordeaux's on a standard communication grid, so getting a system of wiretaps up and running should be fairly easy. Just install this little beauty on a junction box, and I'll be able to construct an intelligence map of the nearby area.
How many more of these you got?
Just those. The parts are on an agency watch list. But if we manage to dig up more of them, we could wiretap the entire city.
All right.
God damn it! People think living under these commie motherfuckers is so great they should move their asses over to Moscow. You find more of these, you bring them to me.
You are way too sensitive about that shit, man.
Fuck those motherfuckers. Fucking traitors. I'll see you when it's time to move against Charlie. On.
You trip?
What's Four Finger got going on at the church?
There's all kinds of dope over at the church. If you destroy it, the boss is gonna lose a lot of money.
Here on out, I call the shots.
Take him out! You're gonna tell me about the dope operation.
The boss has got enforcers dealing around the hall.
That's a big help.
A USO
Thanks.
musical group was under the con last night, resulting in the death of 2 bands.
Come on out, boss!
Do not fucking move.
I've been listening in on old Charlie, and he isn't such a bad fellow. He's more of a kinder, gentler redneck. And as luck would have it, his wife is expecting.
Man in that situation usually doesn't care who he works for, long as he's still above ground.
Poor Sap starts blubbering when the two of them talk about names. Right now, it's between Bocephus and Thomas Lee. Anyway, his guys have the church locked down, and all of them are more of the shoot first, let God sort them out variety of redneck. You get your hands on Charlie, though. He'll do what he's told without putting up much of a fuss. All your intel's been updated.
You going back to the motel?
After I get something to eat, I'll see you when you're done dealing with these inbred assholes.
Huh? What?
Y'all settled on a name yet? Was thinking about Thomas Lee after my old man.
That's got a nice ring to it.
This shit with us getting hit doesn't get settled. My boy might wind up being named something else.
No, it won't come to that. The boys will take care of it. You'll see.
Huh? Look what I found! Let's have some fun!
Work for me, and you might live long enough to raise your family.
Okay, sure thing. Whatever you want.
That's good, Charlie, real good. Send your men to the First Baptist Church. Those Dixie heathens have been handled.
I'll have some of my men come right over. And thanks.
Please state your name for the record.
Donovan, John.
Mr. Donovan, you understand that by appearing before this committee, you have explicitly waived your constitutional rights in regards to counsel and self-incrimination.
Sure.
And you further acknowledge that by appearing before this committee, you agree to disclose all information pertaining to the events that occurred in New Bordeaux during the summer and fall of 1968.
I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't.
You were an operative in the Central Intelligence Agency from 1953 to 1969, is that correct?
That's right.
When did you arrive in Vietnam?
August of 1961.
Please describe for this committee the actions you took during your time in Vietnam.
I spent a couple months in Saigon. Then I was transferred to a base in Laos that was operated by the Special Activities Division. We trained and equipped the Hmong and then turned them loose on the NVA. We're running arms and supplies via the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
And you worked with Lincoln Clay in what eventually became the Phoenix program.
Within a year or so, Lincoln was heading up his own PRU. we'd cross over into Vietnam and locate enemy targets and either kill them or bring them back for interrogation. Just thinking about it? Jesus Christ. You wouldn't believe the shit we did to those cocksuckers.
This man's name is Jesse. We were just having ourselves a little conversation about Richie Doucet.
Listen, I ain't done nothing, you hear? I don't know anything. I was just taking a walking down the street and she just grabbed me is all.
You with Dixie Mafia?
No. Yes, I mean, shit. I did it for the money, you hear? I ain't got nothing personal against y'all. I don't even carry a gun.
Where's Doucet?
He's out at the abandoned amusement park to the west of here.
Banned Saturdays. What the hell's he doing out there?
From what I heard, it's because you've been tearing things up. Georgie's on a goddamn warpath. He wants Richie dead. So Richie, he grabbed what was left of the heroin and took off. Said he was gonna lay low until he could settle things with Georgie.
How many men he got with him?
Hell, I don't know. All of them.
Hand me that knife.
No, please. No, I ain't done nothing to y'all. Please, I'm begging you. My mom, shit.
Go on, get.
He could warn Doucet.
He ain't no threat to nobody. Let him run back home to his mama.
If you wrong, there'll be hell to pay.
I got a bad sense about this man. Richie needs to work his shit out with Georgie.
Well, he ain't got no fucking choice. Cause if he don't, we are fucked like yo mama on prom night.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, better get back to it before Bobby starts hollering again.
All right, then. Watch your ass down there. Guess we're checking that out.
Welcome to the Bone Rattler. Ain't much resting in peace going on here. To ensure a safe ride, keep
I didn't mean to get mixed up in all this shit. Be late for second guessing now, asshole. So you get your yellow ass out there, I'll shoot you my fucking cell. Shit.
Enjoy the ride, y'all. That evil in the darkness knew this was his time. Men, women, even children started going missing. The great fear took hold of folks, and a name was whispered throughout the village. The Rougarou. A fierce man-beast, covered in fur, a mouth of razors with claws to match. Many Negro men went hunting the Rougarou, but none of them returned. Desperate to fend off that beast, the simple-minded folks scoured the banks of the bayou with voodoo dolls. Horrific things made of human bones and hair, and painted in blood. But this dissuaded the Rougarou not one bit, and some say things got worse, much worse. The hero they needed came in the form of a young priest, Father Michael. Michael to save those lost sheep who've gone astray and killed the Rougarou. He stalked the beast for days, but in the end returned to the village empty-handed.
Guide me, oh Lord, my God.
Huh?
I serve only your will. That night, Father Michael woke to terrified cries filling his ears. The Rougarou! As the fear-filled villagers ran far from the beast, vicious screams, Father Michael ran toward them, determined that whether it be him or the Rougarou, only one would survive that night.
That asshole killed one of us. Follow my lead. Need some help, boys? Come get me. Hit him with the fire! I'm going hunting.
In the end,
Get where he can't see you coming. Run that boy's gun.
man of God, man of God knows where he belongs.
Need a second to reload.
With the guidance of Father Michael, the villagers cast off their heathen faith. The lost sheep returned to the fold, and the dark days of the Rougarou faded into a distant memory. So they thought.
With the bull, you get it. Right your fucking ass. Can't believe John just sent over a nigga doing his dirty work. Fuck him and fuck you.
God damn it! Motherfucker! Damn, he a good shot.
You need to run this through, boy. You think you can come in here and steal my heroin without nobody noticing?
I'm not here to steal your heroin, Richie. I'm here to make you pay for what you did to Sammy and Ellis Robinson.
I didn't have nothing to do with it!
I watched you stab Ellis in the gut. I couldn't do nothing about it then, but I sure as hell can now.
God damn it! None of that was my idea, you hear? It was all Georgie, him and his old man. They wanted y'all gone, not me. What was I supposed to do? Say no?
Either that or make sure that I was dead.
Oh, no. No, please. Please, listen. Just decent thing would be to let a man get in a prayer before you kill him.
You can pray on the way up.
When I saw Richie Doucette hanging from that Ferris wheel, I felt a profound sense of disbelief. Nothing like this had ever happened before. The mobsters killed each other all the time, but it was generally a small, contained event. Some greaseball is eating spaghetti and meatballs at his favorite restaurant and gets popped in the head. But this was different. Even then, even before I knew who killed him, I knew that Richie had been put on display. Lincoln was trained in psychological warfare by the CIA. He wanted to terrify the mob, wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them, and that none of them would be able to stop him.